Faith finds a home. Service times: Sundays at 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Call 024-770-1364. Ark of Salvation International. Your journey begins here. Looking for a place where your faith can grow and your spirit can soar? Welcome to Ark of Salvation Ministries International. At Ark of Salvation, we believe in a faith that's alive, a faith that lifts you up and carries you forward. Join us for powerful worship, inspiring messages, and a community that feels like family. From uplifting children's programs to dynamic youth and adult ministries, we have something for everyone. Experience teachings that ignite your heart and deepen your understanding of God's love. Ark of Salvation Ministries International, where hope is restored and faith finds a home. Service times: Sundays at 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Call 024-770-1364. Ark of Salvation International. Your journey begins here. Looking for a place where your faith can grow and your spirit can soar? Welcome to Ark of Salvation Ministries International. At Ark of Salvation, we believe in a faith that's alive, a faith that lifts you up and carries you forward. Join us for powerful worship, inspiring messages, and a community that feels like family. From uplifting children's programs to dynamic youth and adult ministries, we have something for everyone. Experience teachings that ignite your heart and deepen your understanding of God's love. Ark of Salvation Ministries International, where hope is restored and faith finds a home. Service times: Sundays at 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Call 024-770-1364. Ark of Salvation International. Your journey begins here. Looking for a place where your faith can grow and your spirit can soar? Welcome to Ark of Salvation Ministries International. At Ark of Salvation, we believe in a faith that's alive, a faith that lifts you up and carries you forward. Join us for powerful worship, inspiring messages, and a community that feels like family. From uplifting children's programs to dynamic youth and adult ministries, we have something for everyone. Experience teachings that ignite your heart and deepen your understanding of God's love. Ark of Salvation Ministries International, where hope is restored and faith finds a home. Service times: Sundays at 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Call 024-770-1364. Ark of Salvation International. Your journey begins here.
This is a brand so say yede Anadwo no sia Kasea so whatever television so where your my Ghana munsama ya bobo no yede eba Anadwo ma yama wadwo ema wakwaba emra Tevah television so o my Ghana munsama no obetese asante mantam ara wosam bi asi ho no a eye kusasi ohin bi eneyi wochira won ato ni tuo ama ene Tiana nanom awonsia do oye deputy kusasi chief ena wato ni tio ewasante mantem ye de munchire mu bebrewa na jofai
sansora na akopie mu ewoya atoye etifi do mantem a eye Anadwo director ena ne wabambontina di ncheche bi abeto odi amatimamofo a ewoye atoye etifi do mantem medi emu encheche ebebremu
I don't say ni mu na ye wo ye besa so akopie mu watoye mantam na krobi a wɔfrɛ se Torompan Gravel Yard Torompan ɛwɔ Amanfi West Mensin Kroto ne mo ara wɔsɛm ne sɛ abrante bi abɔ no ankasa ne ho tuo aden a ɔne ne yere anya kasakasa nti yɛde mo nkyerɛ mu bɛsom
sanso na kane electoral commissioner edema Ghana na wabambɔntene ede nsɛm bi abeto Ghana mai ni mefa kane mampeni dada John Evans Fifi Atamels ho a wenya ne baby kɔ no mede emu nsɛm ebebrɛ mu
nsɛm bi ka we ho na anuanom mienu yaboaboa no a yɛde som sɛ ena jofa no nsia brɛ mu Kasea wɔ Tevah television so me patro Tevah TV yɛwɔ Facebook na YouTube adaroma ma yɛhyia wɔ Facebook anase YouTube wate na gya wo comment no na yɛbɛkenkan ne nyina ama wo ene ana jofa na me patro YouTube so yɛwɔ honom na ɛno no ukɔ honom a no type Tevah Media Tevah Media Facebook anase YouTube wo sabɛkan yɛ sara so ena ukɔ Apple Store Huawei Gallery Google Play Store ene ne keka ho bebre ne nyina ɛyɛ Tevah Media hode oba download na fei wahwɛ yɛ ɛwɔ so enti ne yakɔso wɔ TV no so no ukita phone na obetimi ahwɛ ne nyina ɛwɔ so ana jofɛn so wɔga wɔbɔ yɛ hoka na Kasea yi ba wakwan so na jofɛn ɛyɛ Art City Prayer Camp Art City Prayer Camp ɛhɔ na wɔsɛ wokɔ na wokɔ bompa yɛ sɛ sɛ de bia yɛ kase twɛne sɛ mema yɛ ngyae mpa ɛbɔda ɛna bribia so ni hɔ a mpa ɛbɔntumi ɛnyɛ ebia na baby a wo bompa na fa no ɛne wɔn a wo ne wo bompa ɛne kwan a wofa so bompa no ɛno na ama enne anase wo haw no onyame ntieye Art City Prayer Camp wanyinasi Otafo Junction woto sadia fro kɔ na kɔtwe ntwedi amponyankopɔn anim wangadaromo ɛna afei so yɛkosua de ɛwɔ nsɛntwe adwuma ne ho de a na ɛyɛ Art Media Institute wɔso wangadaroma wɔbɔ yɛ ho ka ɛna Kasea ba wakwan so wɔso fa wadwuma ne bra na yɛmmɔ ho daru ɛmfama adwuma no wɔso fa brɛ na yɛmmɔ ho daru ɛmfama ɛwɔ Tevah television ɛso enuanom mienu a yɛde Kasea yi ɛbrɛ wɔ ne dwofa yi wɔfrɛ mɔfa kofi asiedu akuya pemode hia media de ɛwɔ aman bebre so from Captain Adebuga mene menua bia
ohema ba adwoa osika
ende yendo so nsɛm ne mu ɛma ankasa de ade kopie mu wasante matamo deputy kusasi chief ɔno yɛ frɛ se Abdullahi Malik yɛ Zimbe ɛnɛyi putu proma ne bobi ene beto monten so no pa no say won abɔ ne tuo akum no kranananana tuo nananom ɛwɔ nsiedo na semwei esi ɛwɔ aye asanwase wasante matamo wo bra ohirempɔn ɛte ne fi anase ɔhyɛ ne demo ɛna sa tuo yi ɛkasaye we ya ho sama efi asante matamo ayede som ene anadwo fei na ne nyina kyerɛ sɛ wɔkyerɛ ahyahinsɛm a ɛkɔso ɛna ayɛ nkasakasa na busua nsɛm a ɛkɔso ɛwɔ ayɛ bɔko ne mpatamu no wosusu sɛ ɛno ka ho enti ɛna tuo yi ɛkasae ɛde ma ayɛ yewura yi anase deputy kusase chief yi na wɔkyerɛ ɔtefi ɔno no nka bi nhyɛ mu yɛ kura ɔne sabe na yere nom na afei so abusuafo ɛte hɔ a wɔbobo wɔn ho nsɛm anase wakasa wakɔda anadwofa ne mu ɛna ɛbɛtɔ ogua ahemnache krapo na ɛbɛtɔ ogua sɛ papa wei obi abɔ ne tuo na bɛkasa gori abusuafo kɔ wura ayɛ ɔhene idan mu a wato na nanam ɛwɔ nsia do kranananananana a ɛnyɛ fɛde gori imprebri a me na ɔkasa ide asante matam a police fo egusu a wɔyɛ saa asɛm yi mu nhwehwɛ mu na ɛyɛ youth a ɛyɛ kusase youth a wɔwɔ asante matam so wɔn etumi ede nsɛm yato monten so a wɔne a police fo gusu a wɔyɛ nhwehwɛ mu ede afa sansɛm wei ɛho na mprempren yewura a wɔto na nanam wɔ sia Alhaji Abdu ɛyɛ Rahman ɔno nso ede nsɛm tu gua kyerɛ sɛ ɔne a police fo etumi abɔ homɔden a agusu a wɔyɛ nhwehwɛ mu na wɔkyerɛ ɔhempɔn a wɔto na nanam wɔ sia do ɛyɛ Ura Malik anase ɔhene Malik Zumbi ɛno wɔde mfehyia ɛyɛ aduonu abien 52 years ena wadi a no kwaresem ni wode eye namu no anase bere asasem ni si pe ena wo pagyaw no wode ne kopie mu ewo Ebenezer Hospital anase Ebenezer eye mortuary ena wode no akohye ho na a police fo kire se won fa ne hye wakakra na wɔyɛ hwehwɛmu kakra nsana ebi abiribi ni anase se na wɔn akɔyɛ nkremofu yi na ansa na wɔakɔsie no ɛne nti apolisifoɔ a ɛwɔ asantematam ɛna wɔde saa hyehyɛ yi ato a wɔkyerɛ sɛ ɔhempɔ na atɔ no ɔhempɔ na atɔ ase no na kwan a ɔfa ase so tɔe no wotumi sɛ mu yɛ wiram kakra ɛne nti anka wɔn bɔ ɔho mɔden na wɔn fa no nkɔhyɛ mmoakyere kakra na afei hwehwɛmu nkɔ so mprempren a yɛkasa de yehu sɛ bi a mpo anoma bi anase mpo asamasi anase obenten na etutuo no na eso apolisifoɔ kyerɛ sɛ yɛma wɔn bere kakra ogusu a wɔyɛ hwehwɛmu na nea ɛkɔ ne de ano yɛ den paa ɛwɔ asante mantam
meto Kasea bɔne so wɔn nsɛmfoforo mu a yɛnkɔ pie mu ɛwɔ ɛyɛ atɔyɛ etife domantam mu na Madam Esther Opon Aponsa ɔyɛ regional director ɛde maya atɔwɛnhyɛn boafo kuo no ɛde ɛwɔ hɔnom no no ɛnaine kyerɛ mo yi ne foforo kra so mbedi ɛyɛ atɔwɛnhyɛn boafo kuo no enim no no ɛne kyerɛ sɛ onya saa ɛyɛ dibre no waboaboa ɛyɛ timamofo ɛwɔ etife domantam so sɛ ɛwɔ sɛ wonya didie ɛwɔ ɛyɛ atɔwɛnhyɛn boafo kuo no mesan sɛ omodo adwuma ne so mbe boaboa na sɛ ankrankran na sɛ bibi atɔkyema omaboa so na ebe bibi nso betimi aye kama na kane atɔwɛnhyɛn boafo kuo pani ɛwɔ hɔ no mu no na membo no akɔba ne sɛ ankɔ yie enti no ne breso no obɛhwɛ sɛ bibi ebe kama na didie ayɛ timamofo no so ahwere ɛwɔ ɛyɛ atɔwɛnhyɛn boafo kuo ni mu no omosa nya didie ɛwɔ mu biom enti ma yɛntie nhwɛ nsɛm a ɛyɛ Madam Esther enso ɛde to dwa
Anadwo ya atorenche mu aboa fa na afi nsu ye bo atorenche mu ho ban ye bo japade ye ho ban se nsu yura emfa noma na ense nkrofo japade umaye eja enhye na enhye nkrofo japade nti Anadwo die adwuma no edo so hwe Ghana ha Anadwofu ne nkrofo office bia mo rep ho amukọ ekoye adwuma o nti Anadwo adwuma de eye noma bebre ene me kaboma ife Anadwo first me de na Anadwo ye beto ye in fact na aro the office no empty na normal bebre enana kwen enso nyame adaroma se amekase region yakọ familiarization tour na fase ahwehwe region no nyina yakọ sample no yehu ba bia ensuo to a ebefa nipa yaso ano yehu ba bia accident etasi ye de normal egu akwem eyi nam kra no officer region no yetim ye adwuma na ye nibi se ye de normal egu akwem a enche na do ebenya ye full officer we did other departments ni raba keka ho mana dwumadie ni esipa
we ene nsema ya Madam Esther so editu dwa na anu atwire no okoso akye ni nsem se ni so ade hunu a owo ede ma eye ntimamfo we ye tifi domantam mu no obehwe na sai ni so ade hunu ni nyina be mu nto sere aban ankrankra adwumayefo ne omom nsem obi se omo beboa won se na ebe ya omo so no niama na sakade a mbetimi ye di dwuma no omo ebetimi enya na omo di aboa ya enkrofo ewo eye tifi domantam mma yentie ye nsema okaye
many swade hunu ne say Anadwo regional office and district ni nyina very well equipped the Kasea well equipped normal edibedi dwuma ama Anadwo SCP na fe so manufo no mfaso a ewo Anadwo ho at manufo no adwe a manufo ni bia omu Anadwo na adwe se Anadwo fe mo ne anwa ne ye daabi ene de mesle mo nyimfiri mo adwe adwuma de ni say ye bebo mo ho ban afiri atorenche mo ho awodan ankohye ensu ya fa no ama odem no ma nyina ansai because amoni anwa de be ade ne besi fa hwemro nti ye motto ni say prevention pays learn one hontuma asoma kwankro no ehia timanfo mo a NGOs mo nsem wobiti esro bia ne nsem obi bia so be donation dia aboa afofra ne ho akye no oba Anadwo regional officer crowd ye be bia person oboa Anadwo because atorenche eho asudie eda no so Anadwo regional directorate ayene bekas waboa yen ne nso waboa ama noma na kwachu ne nyina nyam nsura afenso me select manufo say ye ba ye be kire no cheche no mofa nwe adwuma ema yen
Madam Opon Esther nsema oditu dwa efa eye Anadwo kuo no eho no emu ensem ena moteye no
yeti Anadwo no nsia Kasea so whatever television so efa ema na ko YouTube wo sabe kasa nsema ye bohun chire mu anase ye di hun komani nyina wo sabe tumi akabisa so and on Facebook also obensabe to me akabi na no type Tevah media won sabe kayen pa kama na afi wahwe ye ewo ayewo phone no eso na yetu akase no so kopie mu wonsam foforo mu a ye kopie mu ewo amanyosam na enura aye kase bi koso ewo aye mrahye begwamu debate bi a na abusua ennafam anu ye hye papa dom ketu na wo mrahye begwafi na afi so dom Kasea ewo mrahye begwamu na enura wode ensam eto ho a tese na wo se obi akabi we kabi na we akabi we kabi na tese we akabi na ne nyina aye omampanyi John Dramani Mahama aye ne fan bi a wo se wato Ghana Medical Trust Fund your friend say Mahama Cares Fund no eno ena dom Kasea wo mrahye begwamu wo kyerɛkyerɛ nsɛm pa ho ntama kyerɛ sɛ sa fan yi tumi boa pa sɛ de be ya o my Ghana wan asabe wo yare kodie wu na sɛ yare a anu ye hyew wo betumi atuase kura e de afi ama Ghana mu na eno ena dom keto ano so aba wo kyerɛ sɛ sa fan yi a omampanyi John Dramani Mahama abetew yi ha wadwe no esane sɛ National Health Insurance no wo ho sara so ena eye fan we so abeka ho bio na fan we no mekire omampanyi John Dramani Mahama de no sɛ sa fan no wode boa wonga wanya kokoram yare mekire eye cancer yare bi ena afi so diabetes yare ena afi urban hypertension so ya sa afoyi ena sa fan yi etumi cover won na health insurance ne de enu ho kra na che health insurance no e wo fam kakra na we no e wo soro ena omampanyi John Dramani Mahama e de aba wo che sa fan no betumi aboa eno a emrahye begwam na nya fede gori kra eye kane openinga ono ohwe eye obade nsase ho sam so former lance minister osanso na oyemrahye begwani edema eye damango Samuel abuginapo ejina simpi so anase ejina mrahye begwamu ya kyerɛkyerɛ nsɛm sɛ ne ekoso no sɛ Mahama fan wo ho ɛna National Health Insurance so wo ho na ne yawan ne yawahe ɛna Ghana fo ensom na sabe yenye ntuma kasa mrahye begwamu na enye fede gori mayekotie eye former last minister yewura Samuel abuginapo wo bra enra mrahye begwamu o to ansam mayekotie na yenhwe ne nsam no.
All also aware, and this house has had multiple occasions to observe what I'm about to say and to debate this matter, the duplication of institutions. The Speaker, indeed, reputable organizations such as the United Nations, UNDP, WHO, IMF have all decried the concept of governments, particularly from third world, Mr. Speaker, spending huge sums of monies, administrative funds on duplication of institutions. Mr. Speaker, I need not point out that when President Barack Obama came to our country, he reminded all of us that we should build institutions. Mr. Speaker, we heard from our friends. They are talking about non-communicable diseases. Mr. Speaker, the question which we have to pose, and I see that the Honorable Minister for Health is here. Mr. Speaker, why can we not review the National Health Insurance Scheme, the National Health Authority, to deal with this non-communicable disease? Mr. Speaker, is Ghana not tired of government after government, change of government, duplicating institutions, birthing new institutions, burdening our national exchequer on administrative funding, and so on and so forth? Mr. Speaker, is Ghana not tired of that?
Na enochi ena ono monyafo kwamra mita kando ono oyosuafu a ohwe o my Ghana apomode ho sam so na oye mrahye begwani so ewo menhia nof na okay ya ono monyafo enso eden sam atugwa yewura ensam a oka ene nyina ne se mekire eye kwamra mita kando nsam no na meka yi o kire se no kwore sam ni ne yakoso ewo ama Ghana no ano yesi na omapani fund no eno yesoronko ena wesu ede no yesoronko health insurance no so yesoronko na no ena opese wo kyerɛkyerɛ mu ankasa ede kyerɛ ama Ghana na Ghana fu hu se Mahama fund ne de eno no yare akase pa na sabi obi yare a saa fan no etumi boa ne kakra na health insurance no so ewo eno ni rua eno so oplay na yekotie health minister yewura kwabra binta akando ne nsama ono so kyerɛkyerɛ mu ewo bra se begwa mu enura yekotie na yehwɛ ono so ne de namra.
Ghana Medical Trust Fund is going to compete with the National Health Insurance Scheme. Mr. Speaker, it is clear, and it was clear at the committee level, that this particular fund is dedicated towards the treatment of NCDs that are not captured by the National Health Insurance Authority. What is the competition? There is absolutely no competition. Mr. Speaker, we all know, and everybody here is one way or the other related to somebody battling with this type of chronic diseases. Mr. Speaker, I've heard members say the mortality rate attributable to NCDs is 40% or 43%. Mr. Speaker, the danger, and more alarmingly, if you take mortality rate with respect to children out of the statistics, we are hitting more than 65%. We are hitting more than 65% if you take the children away from the statistics. Mr. Speaker, in governance, you deduce solutions for challenges in the system. Mr. Speaker, if you ask me as I stand here, the main challenge in our health sector at the moment is the NCDs.
Na nuachi ana mention of mrase begbani eye yewura kwasi kunadu ono so ade nsem ade etu gwatrese na wo hwe ne yakoso wo man Ghana mu a na wo se Ghana ye pa ono so asori atia saa ni yeyi ekoso se eye health insurance no fan no eye soronko ana mahama care fund trust fund no so eye soronko na wo hwa se wode mahama fund trust no anase mahama fan no edi ko wura eye health insurance ni mu a anka eri nye yana na sabe emwa na ono so ne dia okan e wo bra se begwa mu enura mayekoti ye hwemra.
Our brothers talk about trying to provide a fund that will cater for, Mr. Speaker, the young men and women in this country. And they call this, Mr. Speaker, as a new sort of social intervention. Mr. Speaker, what social intervention takes another social intervention in implementing it? You are doing a fund that is going to take another insurance to go and fund that. Mr. Speaker, are we doing secondary financing or secondary insurance? Primary health care, Mr. Speaker, is another policy I know they will bring. That is also going to be financed by the National Health Insurance. Primary health care is in the range of trying to promote, prevent, and educate one on lifestyle, and also to be able to reduce the incidence of cases that will rise from the primary treatment areas to the secondary and finally to the tertiary, where we intend wanting this trust fund, Mr. Speaker, to go and cater for. You are depriving the primary. Where lies, therefore, the intent of this bill? Mr. Speaker, because it is only going to increase the incidence of the cases that cannot be catered for to rise to that occasion.
Nekra no ena mahama yarga ono oye majority leader ayargate enso edensam etoaso ena ono so oka ne de na ono so de no ma yembo ye homode na yekotie na yehwe emra.
I agree that we could also just say that it is one of the diseases that should be taken care of by National Health Insurance. If we take that approach, it may well be the case that National Health Insurance will end up spending more than 20% of the money to take care of them. If we take the approach, then why don't we just add it as one of the diseases that National Health Insurance will take care of? We will end up spending more than 20% of the National Health Insurance money taking care of those cases. So we talked about that, and we said we don't want to use all the money in National Health Insurance to take care of those cases. But National Health Insurance owes a duty to also make a contribution. And it is on that basis that the proposal is that 20% of the NHIA fund should be dedicated to this trust fund. The rest will come from a number of sources.
Na weni anobaibaya ekoso enra ewo brasebe gwama na wodi anobaibaya se Mahama Get Fund na ode aba na feso National Health Insurance no wokyerekere emu nsunsune se wei ne se ya weiti ene yare ya weso ebesa ena emu nkyerekere mu eba ewo brasebe gwama dom ketwa no ene dom kese no na kyese dom ketwa kyerɛ se mi bi wo ho a wonti ase ena dom kese no so kyerekere mu ede amawon ewo mrasebe gwam enra eno
yegusoi wa ya manyonsem ni mu na eye ora Felix Kwatwofo su ono eye kasamafo ewo abemu ono ena wabambo ntina be kasa efa nsema etwego ewo bontini se National Cathedral no sisi an wode adane eye convention center na eno na wabambo ntina be kasa no kra bi enim na enre ya no ne nsantwofo twetwe nkomo na ne nsemu no ochre omane de dipefe se no kra bi enim na asene nyina no eye atesem na emom no manpeni na achesa waya na adwensa pesa de kan 24-hour economy ne ho sana eno nso no ebetimi aye kama na afen nso ne bi mu na eba aye se wo pese wode ehonom no eye project na nso no manpeni no ampeni ntinsema etwegu se wode aye eye convention center no ne nyina no nokra bi enim mma yentie eye nsema yera Felix ofusu kwa chenso editudwa
that contrary to some reports that emerged last week or the other, that the government has decided to turn the site into a cultural center or some convention center. Nothing of the sort has happened. What happened was that there's a continental body that rents some office space in Accra. They approached the 24-hour economic secretariat and proposed that given all the controversies and the lack of appetite to continue the project, they would request for portions of the land to be ceded to them for them to construct their continental head office. But in lieu of the land, they were prepared to build Ghana a convention center and a cultural center and other facilities. But it is not a proposal that has been accepted or even considered by government. So that must be placed on record. The second point is that I can state with authority that President Mahama, for as long as he remains president, is unprepared to see even a pesewa of taxpayers' money put into this National Cathedral project. But as for what exactly will be done with the site, that determination will be made after we've had all the facts following the conduct of the forensic audit. But I can assure that no public funds is going to go into this cathedral.
We ene nsema yera Felix ofosu kwache enso editudwa
ma yatu ya najofo no sia kasere so whatever television so na busia ma me fa ko eye ak chapel anase asori ya awose wokwa ebetumi aboa wo ak of salvation asori kesepa na asori wei ewo my Ghana baby bia wo sabe ka asori wei bi Ghana bobodin piemantemo vivri mantemo enkrapopuni mantemo asante mantemo wo ho baby biara atoy mantemo City chapel yi anase asori ewo honom na Ark of Salvation Ministry International Safo in America, you Ark of Salvation in America. Abusia bomade na bomade na kopie mu hobi wai na safwa sabe ebema wo nkwaje se nkwaje ho ehunya wonti ewo se wokọ na wonso okosumbi na isane se asafo ibai se ede ankura be kwankwaje mu na busia wo yare ya untumi nyankwaje o adwa se uti ya wo yaw na se usisi achia na se usisi ya wo yaw na wanya duru anase wanya yare sa me pacho nkwaje no krampo untumi embo ho dawro untumi kan wasam eno nti asafo yi ebo nkwaje kwan amaw wo wie nso a wo hawa dawo so ema ene amane dawo so so wongatimi ahwe na wonga yini nyina ede afi ho amaw biribia ni ho ampa bo ntumi nye nti asafo yi wonga aduane kase a wodi pa poten mpaebɔ akɔ Salvation Ministry International asafo no mpaebɔ enti bomɔden na asafo yi baabi ewu biara tuanamaw na nso kodi akyie na wone wɔn ekosom na bosumi bia no fide di kan asafo yi mpaebɔ wɔyɛ all night na all night no ekoso ɛwɔ one headquarters anase baabi ya asafo no afuruma ɛhye ɛyɛ nyinasi Otafo Junction ɛhɔ de wɔn ayɛ hɔ prayer camp kɛse obia betumi akɔ akɔbɔ sa akɔbɔ mpai ne bi ɛniti bosumi August edi kan anase on the 1st August ɛna saa mpaebɔ kɛse ɛkɔso ɛwɔ Activity prayer camp wɔ nyinasi Otafo Junction no enti abusua yi mesrɛ o pa sɛ tuanamɔ wate na kɔ na asɛm bɛba franka ensi so sɛ bi ɔhaw bi bɛba amane bi ba bɛto franka ensi so dabi ɔsɛfo no so ɔbɛsɛ wa ɔgye wubiri bi afi nsɛm ɛma ho kyerɛ ne ba agyapade ne kora ba ɛba wi a na ɔde yare na ba na ɔde ɔhaw na ba ɛne ti bɔmɔden ya na kɔpie mu ɛwɔ Activity prayer camp na bɔ mpai kodi mpai pokogware mpai na ɔpɛ baabi akɔhyɛ akɔbɔ mpai a na akɔyɛ waiting na mepakyɛw Activity prayer camp na ɛwɔ sɛ wokɔ na akɔbɔ mpai wɔfa minimdeɛ ti a meka saa asafo yi mepakyɛw sɛdeɛ mede kaka no kwagye ho ɛna wɔbɔ ho dawuro na afei so ɔhaw ne amane bi a ɛda wo so bia no wɔn ɛto atuase ama akwantu mu nsɛm aware mu nsɛm abawo anase den abusua mu nsɛm a ne nyinaa ɛyɛ Activity prayer camp nyame yɛ adom a on the 1st August no ɛna sabi ɔbɛbɔ saa mpaeɛ no na mpaeɛ no wɔn ato di si Gethsemane vigil ɛyɛ all night Gethsemane vigil ɛno ne mpaeɛbɔ ne din ɛyɛ mpaeɛbɔ denden a nipa fi mmeammea bebree ɛba on the 1st August no ɛsane sɛ akɔyɛ bosomi bi adwumadi a wodi nti obi ahyɛ no nso na obi a ɔkɔ bi da bia no bedi adanse sɛ Activity prayer camp yɛnkɔ hɔ nsa so ɛmma yɛn nsa pan dabi yɛnkɔ hɔ ɛnsa so ma nsa pan dabi bɔmɔden na tuanamɔ na nso kɔ Activity prayer camp na kɔbɔ saa mpae ne bi abusua mpae de obi ka kyerɛ wo sɛ mokɔbɔ mpae a ɛnoa no ɔva kɔfie sɛ adwuma madwuma na meyɛ yi o enti sɛ nyame ba pɛ mɛkɔ heaven because ensɛm a meka nyinaa mebɔ dawuru ɛde ama asafo akɔ Salvation Ministry International enti wo so woyɛ asafo a wɔ Ghana hanom a mepatwɔ fa wo nsɛm bra na membɔ ho dawuru wae na onyame ba ohu sɛ wɔfa wantumi anyɛ hwe kora mpo a wabɔ dawuru ama memma abehu me ɛne nti wo so fa wasɔre ne bra na menka ho asɛm ɛma wo akɔ Salvation Ministry International asafo wɔ my Ghana baabia na Activity prayer camp no ɛno wɔ nyinasi Otafo Junction ɛhɔ na mpaebɔ kɛse no da bi ɛkɔso wɔ hɔ bosomi bia fide di kan bi ɛbɛkɔso anasɛ ɛkɔso ɛne ti wadaroma wede kasa no sɛ ɛyɛ tenten a akɔyɛ sɛ ɛnyɛ de enti bɔmɔde na tuanamɔ na kɔpie mu hɔ na kɔbɔ mpae woba kɔhyɛ hɔ na wɔtwe abiesa bosomi baako bosomi abie kura mpo a wobɛtumi akɔbɔ bibia wɔ hɔ bi nsu light ho nsɛm baabi a wode wo ti bɛto bibia wɔ hɔ na wodu environment hɔ akora mpo bɛtrɛ sampa Yesu ɔwɔ hɔ Yesu ɔwɔ hɔ bɔmɔden na kɔ na wo haw no de ɛyɛ kete bi gye hama no na frɛ wɔm 0247 701 364 0247 701 364 bɔmɔden yɛn na frɛ ɛyɛ Activity prayer camp panifoe na wo haw no wode di kaka kyerɛ wɔm wobɛdu hɔ unya du ya de chinya na aka che so ne enti a wo ba no koye we enu anu no oyiwa na dam ei Yesu wa hawo abusuafo bomadin na kopie ma prayer camp ho na onso kobosa empire no ebi yetu ya na jofa no sia Kasea so whatever television so ma ye share on Facebook na onso fa wonsam ne bre na wonso ye kenkan ne nyina emfa emaw ana say baby a wo hwe yen baby a wo tie yen na ye kenkan ne nyina emfa emaw na ye kopie mu e Koko Health and Extension Division wanga kachi saa dwuma wei anase saa ku wei wo Koko boda dwumaku no emu na wanga tumi abo apora kopie mu e wo sahwi eye Bodi district western north region na ebra okopi mu ho wani nananom akuafo ene ye papa mo de ye manom akuafo na ekohyiae na nhyiamu nase no wode nsem bebre eto monten so ade asedam wiapiem asiedu ede ma akuafo a wo se hwibodi sane se won adaroma ena sabe koko anase kuayo ekoyie yesane se mpanisi anase wo fi a ye mbisa mi onwe tentanti abasoba wode fi nkre popuni matamu no nyina wode command nanom akuafo a wo se hwibodi ena wo hye won kuran se won moyi wo ho na wanya koko adwuma no anase kuayo no eno ena betumi aboa magana na wo hye koko adwuma eno na sabe ebo magana eyo magana chiri bremu na chese won ena wota Ghana chipa koko akuafo no ene tie bra koko bodo adwuma kuyi kopie mu ho no no ena wode saa asem wo atugwa na PRO anase openia okasa edema aye ekuyi Cocoa Health and Extension Division aye Yura Kennedy osai ampofo ena wode tugwa se won anya de pa se wodi djuma ede aboa magana na obesere won se cocoa adwuma na woye no mema won to enuru bia keke enfa gugu cocoa no so eba sa etumi de how eba pa enenti se obeto aduru a won bisa na won kyerekye wo mu se de be ye wokugwa so ya wo benya aduru papa ede agu cocoa no so na sabe cocoa na ebe fefe na anyi no aba no ne mu ya yedu na etumi ayeye na aboa amagana wo kyerekye nsem mu akyerese ampa ewo mu se cocoa bag bako what on 3100 Ghana cedi na kyerese kanisi kano bebre aye 30 million and 100 Ghana eka ho na kyerese 31 million quantities kano and what kyerese ampa fiti January obosumi ni no wo hya ase anase fiti aye amampani dadayi a wotwam koyi abreso ena wo hya ase to ne kakra ena wesu aba wabetum kakra ede ama eniti wo kyerese omampani ya wabayi obetum enti Ghana koko akuafo enka wankoma ento wo yem na biribia betumi aye kama pa na ebra wade biribia ba na wie no ena nana kwasi ofori ababiu ono oye omahene edema safi bodi ena osre wom srese kitokoto ni asre wasre won o wasre Ghana mampani se onfa hyehye papa ngu akwemu ema sabe koko akuafo no se de beye akuafo so sabe woso won sabe ko won ano na akuafo bredo to na nasre cheni sim no kire se ehun betumi ahia se eba se wokoto eye koko atodwa ni bia na je se koko nkito na wodu adua nazri yi bia wo beto so e de ama won se de beye akuafo so betumi akonya bia koto na agrek no eno no eye pa he wo de shefa ma inflation akoma eye bia sape na peja na kire se egusua efefefefe eniti na kire se watete onyema so ema won a ebetumi ama won akoto eye fertilizer se nro na wote so a ebetumi aboa wo pa na kuayo no won so won atumi aye ni yi we ni nsema esi ewo ana esi ye ewo toimantamu sehwi bodi na nanom penefo kasai na afi so kokobo de dwumaku so wode won sam ekoya okoda won ase kwahye won kuran se koko adwuma no wonye na no na eboa ama Ghana
metwa ensem ne so dia eneni acha mi peni ewa ye mahebegwamu eye ora alban suma na Kingsford Bagbin no enene ode nsem bi abetu eye mahebegwafo mo mahebegwamu enim ni nyina ne se osre se wadi obuo nya asumdwe ebe kwa akoto eye akwetia abatuo na eba no obesre se wontwe wo ho emfiri nsem ayede ntokwa na asamenteme wase bi ebeba na okasa asemwe wa braye ablekuma MP no woswai no se woswa no so be ye mahebegwani na sansemwe nyina no okoso a kire se abra na ablekuma eye by election ekoso no menteme hwase na eba ne nyina ejina eye nsem bi ampanifo ni bi ekeka ye ntina ekoba ne sa no ento obesre sa abra akwetia de no babekoso yi mpanifo ne nhwe se won kofa kasa bia kyese de menteme hwase bi ebeba afensu ni mpanifo anase mpanifo mahebegwamu no se no mabedo so papa yie nti no behwe se omobebo bra papa na se ombetimi ayade pase na be ya enchimba na eba no omonso no mbetimi ahwe manamo na mo de abo mo bra mo mayentie eye nsema eye champeni so yedi tudwa.
Let's remove totally from our lives, particularly our political lives. Not only in the elections, but also in the House, particularly when you are making submissions. Most of the words you use are not only intemperate, but even the manner in which they are uttered shows violence. And so this House now is full of shouting. That is not how we started the fourth Republican Parliament. And so I'm just using this opportunity to touch your hearts, to let's tone down and continue to work together. What God has decreed, nobody can do anything about it. So please, I hope in the next by-election, we'll have a more peaceful election than we had in Ablikuma North.
Where any summer Efrea Chami Penny so kache ede eba.
Yet ya Kasea no so whatever television so Yura aya Julius Deborah or your chief of staff ede my Ghana. No de futu ama eye mebunu a ewo Ghana hatitiri won opese wawura aya amanyosem emo na otoa so akire se eho betumi ahia se wo ye bebuno na opese wo ye kandinia wode eye osom papa na feso wode entete papa atumi abedi anim na enye kandini ene se dibre na chese no wakunkom yebo ni din no wakunkom yebo ni din na chese dibre nko a na Ghana ha akoye se obi aprese obetumi anya nemom enye se kanni adwuma no na okira kandini adwuma no aye adwuma bi a obere wo ho ase na wo som wo man na wo som nchirima eno ena yebetumi afra wo kandini papa Yura Julius Deborah den semwe nyina to montenso wo bra na wo kai eye yem papa wabetena konwa so pen eye Evans Fifi Atamels na wo kai no na chese na afisiada beye infisia pole du abiesa na sani ampani kanse yedu ya manfo so ya ne akai ya nom nti enedei ena wo kai eye yem papa no ena Yura Julius Deborah eden semwe etu gwa wo bra woto nsa efre ne se ommeye eye opani anase dwamtrani emma sajumedi no nkaidum nase wo yiro hoye na odin semwe etu gwa kire se Yura Fifi Atamos no bre ne ho ase oyo kandinia wo yenya ne seso awa Ghana ha enenti obesre Ghana fo anase mebunu ayeba se yembre ye ho ase ti se Yura Fifi Atamos a wanya ne babi ekono ma yenkwatie Yura Julius Deborah Nensama Okanye.
Your Excellencies, every now and then, when we go down our knees and thank God for keeping our peace and oneness as a people, we must extend this thanksgiving to the loving memory of President Atanas. The late President is not only celebrated as leader of high moral standard and patriotism, but also one with an exceptional level of tolerance and respect for dissenting opinions. His love for peace and stability translated into how he handled disagreement and the politics of divisiveness during the time. The title Asubwehini is a lasting description of the role Atanas of present memory played in consolidating our peace, stability, and unity as a people, despite our volatile multi-party landscape. Distinguished audience, from the Asubwe title given to the late president, to a seasoned task scholar, and to a virtuous leader descriptions of the late president, one can only love, appreciate, admire Professor Jonathan Mills. One cannot but miss him on his 81st birthday. Every year we are fortunate that this commemorative lecture presents us the opportunity to learn a piece of a leader who once lived and impacted many lives. This year, after a critical analysis of Ghana's fourth constitutional Republican status, which which commenced in 1993, one can conclude with certainty that there was something unique about Professor Johnny Vasatamas and his leadership under the Fourth Republic. I am sure our seasoned lawyer and former EC chair, Madam Charlotte Osei, will do justice to this topic. Even more so.
Awusia wei eye Yewura Julius Debra ono oye chief of staff edema Ghana na yete nka Jumedina se ode ensem etugwa ekai omampene de daw eye dibra obedi wo Ghana mu ne ahobrase a obebre ne ho ase na ode sansem we bi edema eye emebunu no ayo Ghana ha ma yenyina weso na yetwa ye ho tew emra yeba nsampo bebre aka wachi yeba sane ne nyina mu edi amam me ko ba bi ha yeba sesia
Looking for a place where your faith can grow and your spirit can soar? Welcome to Ark of Salvation Ministries International. At Ark of Salvation, we believe in a faith that's alive, a faith that lifts you up and carries you forward. Join us for powerful worship, inspiring messages, and a community that feels like family. From uplifting children's programs to dynamic youth and adult ministries, we have something for everyone. Experience teachings that ignite your heart and deepen your understanding of God's love. Ark of Salvation Ministries International, where hope is restored and faith finds a home. Service times: Sundays at 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Call 024-770-1364. Ark of Salvation International. Your journey begins here.
What nyaduswe enso akudie wunsem ana yede ebeso dwumade so enso ede amamo na oni se bedin kan akọ amanone akọfa ensema na onkrofo nkro so enso ede aba wi na ede loka enso asoso me kire fie nsem no yede eno nso asoso amamo ntime shaase ya amanone dia na se mame shaase ya pass habobo ko no oni se Barcelona club no endra na se na wi omo enso etimi onveri abranta ne Marcus Rashford oni se anopano de beto wani se player no awie na ombe nveli no nto mutimi ye nto onveli no enso etimi eva so nti mami images na enso etimi ekọ so omo nveli player no kama pa ema no manyina enso etimi kama eti mami mfanto enem se jersey number 14 na player anything enso de Marcus Rashford enso ebehye oni se formal na Rashford name idol enso Thierry Henry enti Thierry Henry jersey okoshe obasa no and jersey number 14 and a branch and Marcus Rashford and so ebeshe na ma bia so etimi ekman to Rashford jersey number 14 and all sent to no pass I bet you are 14 million euros and so the man as wages and also the salary and no 40 million euros about pounds I 12 million pounds and on bet you and so the man branch and Marcus Rashford now it's a 30 million buy option also and also June 30th 2026 and also bet me about so say player no ban upon my dear pass I pa and so bet me sign 30 million now say bia so etimi come on me send wages I bet no 12 million pounds no say what in the salary so by 15%. Neojo Manchester no bet super 15% and then them pass and no Marcus Rashford no na say wa be say Rashford and small ninkra brim na any ambition and as a dream say obepo and so e play tima ye friend Barcelona and Rashford in and them ye we no den some p and so I told you say any ambition and as a dream and so na tima bem so no for say or planning so be pass and so etimi abentine nkola blame na o say Barcelona Jesus but Fantos mame na mente enkomo ho no nti obewie na o say team ya wa be onim team no ambition any team ni dreams ekura no nya team no person o ye nti on so be force no ono so etimi aye adwuma so etimi ade abo team a nete enso e de pass eno enso ne nsema and ye on very Marcus Rashford ono so ade to job bro say ha o feel say o fie pepepe and any jipa nene enso betimi age wo pass ne opebia obetimi enso apo e pass eno enso ejepa miguso e pass mami abrante ne Paul Victor akra we is here pass enso e ton player we enti club one de Braga and so our Portuguese league nemo and our Barcelona player we enti 15 and also 12 million euros and on betia as face price and so dem player and I say bo kwane de and so e de Barca na say 3 million euros no so and so e de so as out on package ni na e be 15 million euros and on betia dem Barcelona for a branch and de and so e de Paul Victor and so e some e Panama so Barcelona Juan Kasea goalkeeper nan ya no mkosane ne Barca nan training empenufo bi just play goalkeeper no normal all je no omuhu bi da since our Victor Valdes also free club no no wo mu set goalkeeper bi da say yemfa ball e wo soro yen chichi balls no o say goalkeeper no incredible things pa also e wo training na me dey eno so e mamo eno also e dey na me ko world champion na me Chelsea bo ko say world champions na dey 4 years and a title na da almost so nti abina e dey obeti world champions wo mu ne wiase na mu ni ball ne popa nti Chelsea also na me ko no sabrantia Nete enso ede Joro Halto obo edma Ajax Amsterdam bobo kono enso Netherlands Eredivisie bo Eredivisie league no emu enti Ajax na player no enso esina kan na anope e Barca Chelsea bobo kono enso any player no enso edi nkomo awie na aka club to club negotiations omo enso ebeye onim se be din kan aye report nda mo Chelsea be player no na awie omo enso contact Ajax bobo kono na omo ni Ajax edi nkomo se nkomo to na se baby edu no positive pa eno so pa already na Brighton does service Simeon so no ne de no so etimi eshalaya me de ahun sam enso mama Jadon Sancho Jadon Malen Sancho no mama enso e de ma player we isan say team obekwa akobokra why de Manchester already one left out from squad omo enso go pre-season turn all United States of America no bueno enka na Juve na best we anime we echi abesin kwina me de beto wani mu se omo per player no omo per player no omo ne player na agree aka Manchester United omo zika omo beto United so per 25 million euros na omo per na se abrante ne Jadon Sancho before beto me Juve ebo ko no mu je so omo ton player bi ti se na abrante ne Timothy Weah ono enso etimi ekọ ene Nico na Gonzalez we na players also mutimi ekọ before ansa omo enso etimi aka Jadon Sancho won sa won so etimi ababerem na se no me na enso ebetimi akoye enso etiama wo mo Victor Gyökeres o player Edman so for no a player enso Edman Sporting CP and we e beto just a boy no travel enso pa London so pa be competing it enso to house na after so be competing no obe travel to Singapore na wa join house na boko no na pre-season no enso etimi akoyi na house na enso eche similar na enso eche omo awie enti eno enso dieba Victor Gyökeres on sam no yemra fie ne fa stories no enso ofie no enso emfa mamo ane ne de mame sha se no wa branch ne den enso de Abdul Aziz Isa Now player no only say anopano beka Chelsea Barca outstanding in loan no enso ejaman one more year and a player no more enso onko trying the luck enso say Daya no enso betima for him say last about just 26 minutes and adema Bobo Kwa edene Barca athletic team no and Barca youth team no ewo anyone all kwakwa admen so far near ban is a player no enso ele travel enso atwa any team ne dey enso the Barca athletic one more pre-season camper one enso eje na awakwakwo said afiwe ebie gidie pass afiwe beye entimo mfa mpai boy enter player na chi said all kono enoma enso ebetimi afa enso ejama no yemra has the full bobo kono so aso ye na say ye come na branch and then Ali Muhammad enso a player former player enso edma Accra Lions any visions of see a former player etimo no say boy no enso e move to Accra House of Folk na all kono kwa any medical enti okwa any wie ni medical enso the ma Glorious Accra House of Folk mede ne wonsam enso mamo eno Ali Muhammad defender obaba boyjma enso ediama House of Folk bobo kon said no man ina so bekoye enso ma club and the House of Folk na me da so enso ma House of Folk alaji akambi enso house in penifon na papa ponten say or it is house supporters ni bi kire kotoko asani players bebli kotoko asani players bebli and all kire say kotoko omaye scan o ma asani 15 players say omo embejo any team no eno make sense bia in football there eno make sense bia so betis ka wo 15 players one season now assign another season now assign that be also no fa so bia no so enti eno just House of Folk and so enti me the same thing house there omo some players omo good players and so team ni mu a omo ni ball ne bopa enti omo so omo lie omo a omo betimi aye adwuma and so the House of Folk bobo kono eno and so alaji na kambia or the some na tuja enkoma house supporters ni na mo frese Glorious Accra House of Folk and sign players be benina eno enso de tentie de nsam no enso si na news no so aso ama maren fise eteno Samuel ahen from Sammy Call me jamu edema for kofia siedu na wamo de news no enso aso ama mo
adwa mayanko Sammy Call aboy wi mayanko yewremu na yanko
yo Sammy Call na motene nkan se ode eya agudie mu nsam no so ede ebaaye na nsam no metua Kasea bone so na eya kane electoral commissioner eya Madam Charlotte say ono e na hwese ne wabambontene ya be kasa dia fa eya mampeni dada eya John Evans Fifi Atamels a chese wenya ni baby ekono ehum na ne nsam nyina ne se eya kane mampeni no ne na membo na chese oye obi a odi nsam so ode mra na ye adwuma na ene de chese dia ekoso wo ye manyimu kra no onti ase na ombehwe kane mampeni no se na obu na memwo se na ode emra ye adwuma se na ode bibia etu yie no opese saa na ekoso ewo ye omanyimu na se na omudi eye ne 13th anniversary no na odi sasami nyina edi etu dwa moma yentie ensema ye Mama Charlotte say so edi tu dwa
commitment to evidence-based policymaking. Rather than relying on ideological prescriptions, Mills and his team carefully analyzed Ghana's economic situation and developed targeted interventions. One of the most significant developments during his presidency was the beginning of large-scale oil production in Ghana in December 2010. This presented both enormous opportunities and significant risks. Mills approached this challenge with characteristic thoughtfulness, working to ensure that all revenues will be used for long-term development rather than short-term consumption. Mills' presidency played a crucial role in consolidating Ghana's democracy. His commitment to democratic principles was evident in his respect for the rule of law and his tolerance of dissent and criticism. Kofi Annan, former UN Secretary General, said of Prof, Ghanaians must extol the late president because his reign transformed the country as a model of investment possibilities, cemented political stability, and while presiding over Ghana's first production of oil, he accelerated economic growth for the benefit of this fine West African country. Mills' presidency also marked Ghana's emergence as a respected voice in international affairs. His approach to foreign policy was rooted in his understanding of Ghana's role as a beacon of democracy and stability in Africa. He sought to use Ghana's influence to promote peace, democracy, and development throughout the continent. The President's international engagements reflected his intellectual approach to leadership. He was comfortable discussing complex policy issues with world leaders, bringing to these discussions a deep understanding of both African realities and
Madam Charlotte say nene ena Ghana for ete no oye formal and as a Kasea electoral commissioner ewo Ghana mu ahasei.
Okay, my busia ma yamura mo na yemfa asam no nkone nkokura bo mukura ewo eye ensam foforo emo na yekopie mo ewo atoy mantem mo na abrantia wede frishia eye aduasa atua na nanam wonsia do no no akasa ena eje ono ne kra efi ono a nensam ewo eye Amenfi West mensing nemu na kura ye friend eye gravel yard ewo Torompan electoral area ena sansem we esiye na abrante no wo kire se ebra eba ya na se amane boy eba ne se abrante kire se ne yere ase senia na yere ye no ene atete ene ajojo bia na yere ejojo no nti ena ema eba sa omanfo ya wowo eye mpotem ho ene de sansem we amane boy eba wo kire se eye abrante se de bia no ne yere tobe he nyache se ntokwasem ko a eno nam so ena wosusu se abrante abonu ankasa ne hotuo na ediya yensa kan ene Martin eye Kuncho ono ne abrante ne din ono na wabɔ ne hotuo no na ne nyina eye se one ne yere ntawantawa bi ena sansam yi esiye na amane bonia ode ensam yi ebesom ye anase ode maye eye yenua berima eye osofo ba ono na ode amaneboyi ebreye owo eye Green Gold FM eno ewo Samra Boy osofo ba wa hamano so ono na ode chiremu besuma osofo ba yemo akwaba ede Tevah TV so anajo fan osofo ba yo me ba so bibia bakode na osofo ba daroma ni ekoso ewa toy mantemu wedi o se Torompan se gravel yard mpotem ho se obi abone hutuo osofo ba ne san
ayimrei ma fia wa hwefo na me ma ho nyina so akwaba emra toye mantemu wasa Amenfi West ena yedi nkomoi afi na obekura Torompan ena ne mpatemu gravel yard ena branch a yefero Martin Kuncho branch yi oyagati ni wawari mamu mienu eno ayimrei ena na enya akasakasa na akasakasa no ma mo na yere eche a obetare tuose bekume ho ta na yere ibia se ko ba so mo na wajari na so abranche ho odan se na yere chi okri afa na so ena odidi mu ade tuwe ebi a wonchen ena so e mo ba ko fa dom branche se ka won kon nyine kuro na so abra wo ko e no na abranche no edo sie e tuwe asiniti ba shu tutu no ayi ni timu ade kura po e de ku fom e mo da kwa o tumi ye hwe mana na no ayo fo aso ete ono mo ena na no e ma sam trofo aso ete ye afi sama boy aposi fo so aso ete bi na abra samo e na bedu ye no na ya so wo tumi akwa grabo ya na okore so press anasa enya no pressa e na trofo ye no grabo ya da na ya no pai awra ko papa ba abati a woni fishan ba ya biasa e ko biasa enum so o da hot geja a o tumi ya ho hwe o ye kriani a o sa so e ko ko da ye ka ho tire po amilia ga ya dia sa no ata no kakra e wo ni sami ye ba e sa so na twem e ye fine a de ya ye bie no a ha no e ti obilim de e ba de so o ma o na yere e te wa kasa o tre ye e fa tuo de senti na waje ono akasa ne nkwa e de fre de nsem sama ba posifo asasem no mo e ye hwe mo soronko a wo ni ba ti o ba re se o ba rose e wa no ma ka posifo wan na wo ye se mo hwe mo no nkomoko at the comfort I na so a le kuru tu fa tuo e je ne nkwa e de fre de nsem e ti o bi say ya Amenfi West Torompan electoral area gravel ya Martin e ku na ho
asofo ba asemu yi emu ya yura mpa o sabe obia ne so ntumi ankasa bi a asem we nti na me kuru de yesa yo asofo ba wodi wadaroma said ya wodi abadan ya waboye nchiremu yi nyame ya doma bibia be pie mu bia no me pacho na wodi asom ye da sepa anajo fan yedase abusia yenua bema eye osofo ba ewo atoy mantemo eye Green Gold FM eno ewo Samana boy na yete nka se ode amane boy abesom yeyi adwa same
over
san komo we ya yedi fitibeye na wotwe mienu ni
for mini nyinti a said I work on best 2 weeks ni saa we asori to
eno ko na yedi hu komo TV so eno ayira wo sem nko a o nipa na anyira obese ne ho ahoma wan se ne ho ahoma obekum ne ho wankum ne ho a ni nua na adafo bezesika be wo no anase ne ba obekum ne ba en as asante matemu kusasi ohini o se eyi a ono obi nipa bole for opportunity eno ko na ekoso wo Ghana ha na ade afi di ade
ano ya yeshi
Ghana IGP yesere wo ni die mu ade we dey asa ya too much and I said you be ka say me free IGP ni ekoso no IGP enim ho hwe de nenso we yakum we wa ha we atu we ti wa ha we de sekan we wa ha aya do so do wo man Ghana mu
too much ekoso too much
fiti afi we ya hyasia abade same nanu ya yese kumase yewo boy bi o technical school bi o se den ono o se oye murakin o se hina ono so yehu na kim wewu immigration officer nanu ya aden same ebusia wena o sema anajo fan ye de atwa yen Kasea no ye de atwa na afuru makura awo ayeteva TV so anajo fan samno de doso ye kopie mo awo asante mantamo ara osembisi wo honoma anajo fan ye de emunchiremu ebesomo a ne nyina ene se eye opani bia ono oye deputy kusasi chief no wo friend no eye Abdullahi Malik Zimbi nipa bonefo bi abawura ne fi atonitio ewo ne demu eye ro sema ye de emunchiremu esomo anajo fan
yekopie mu ewo ya atoye etifi domantemu ne ho na regional minister de Anadwo director mo yin foforo oye Madam Esther Opon Amponsa ono na odi ncheche bi ebeto de maye timamofo wo Western North say osra won so mbenya eye Anadwo mu eye gidie se na be ya gido mehwe ewo mu nyina na be san ba afenso no omo mareshe mu se ombe boa won se na be ya ombebua won se na ebe ya bibi etochima ewo eye omuho a ombetimi edi nyama atu yie edi ama won
ayo samba ko esen so ko fafi atoye mantamo eye abranti bia ono na adwuma oye kuani jache se okuani pa ono okoko obi nim ne aba ono na yiri akasa mekumi hu ampa wato ne hutio we eye ho samba ko efi atoye mantamo a yede esomo whatever TV so awusia ma yenyina hai na Kasea yede somo na jofa nyina ye fa nyina ensi emfa emmao ayro semo na yadoso dodo amagana aboafo ne so doso ka echire otubrimpon ohire wa wona wo hye MCR wo hwe se bibia bekoso amayen brother Mickey nyameshira osanso na Sir Rich nyameshira Augustine wonso aseda eya wode yeda team nase se moboaye na jofan yede Kasea esomo manager awa across also onyameshira no nya okese pa Sara enso na boafo nyina Madam Doreen omo Niger and afi Same Shabet enso munyina onyameshira mo na onyam kese anojo fei wote Samikel enka wosan so te ohima ba adwo sika enka wofra no fa kofi asidu akua pemode hia media de ewa aman bebre so eya no afrem captain adabuga na meje woso anojo fei wonya woboaye eboye ho ka ye de Kasea som eye ak Media Institute and afis ye kobompaya eye City prayer camp ehona wo se ye kobompai wangadaro mana Kasea ba wakwan so wo so fa wadwuma ne bra fa safo ne bra na ye mbo ho dero emfa emaw ya kraw nyame adoma ochena ebesan so ehia bio onyame hira man Ghana nyame hira dwumawura wa wo hwe ye ntie yen otwedi ampo nyame hira na onya wo kase pa ya kraw
Looking for a